Hey everyone, this is Christopher with the second tutorial video for Fight 2nd Edition. I've got Draco and Brock here again, but this time I've changed their positioning just so you can see both minis a little more easily. Three things that I want to try to cover in this short video: the concept of range, a little bit more in more detail than I did in the previous video, as well as knockdown and combos. So let's deal with this. I mentioned in the last video how this square grid you can be up to 4 away from someone else. In theory, you can be at range 5 from someone else, but that means you're out of the fight. So practically speaking, you can only get to range 4 and keep fighting. And if you guys are if your character is on the same square, what they're in is at range 0. This is also called throw range, so that's where most throws occur as well. And then most combat, of course, occurs at range 1. Now, once you get out to range 2, it is still possible to attack with normal hand-to-hand attacks, but the attacker has a penalty unless that attack also has the reach element. The reach element would also allow certain occasions a character to attack from range 3. But once we get out to range 4, the only way that you can attack is with a special move with the ranged element. Draco's Dragon Spirit attack is a ranged attack, so even at range 4, he could launch his attack. This is important for someone like Brock, who doesn't have ranged attacks, that you can do some zoning games of moving back and forth to try to get yourself into the ideal range for your fighting style. Alright, so that's probably all that really needs to be said about range. I mean, I could roll an attack for Draco to do his Dragon Spirit, but it's not really relevant. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is knockdown, which happens. It happens with some frequency and is always a bad thing for a fighter to have. In the case of a knockdown, there's a couple of things that happen. First of all, the fighter who does the knockdown has the option to move one range after the knockdown occurs. So if this happened here, as I have it on the map, then Draco could choose perhaps to step back because he's trying to zone back to get his ranged attack in again, or he might get in even closer so that as Brock stands up, he's already in a position to be thrown again. When a person has been knocked down, they have to lose an action. If they haven't yet acted this turn, then they spend their action to stand up, but then they suffer an initiative penalty on the next turn. If they had already acted, so suppose Brock had attacked and missed Draco, and then Draco did an attack that knocked Brock down, that would be the end of the turn, and the next turn, Brock would have to use his action to stand up. And in that case, there is no initiative penalty. Knockdown happens, or should happen, in a lot of fights with some regularity. It is definitely a part of the genre, and so it's a pretty common special move element to see. But the last thing that I want to talk about with this, and then I'll probably throw a couple of other things in here, is to talk about combos. Now, in the first video, Brock never got a chance to actually do a combo because he never rolled a control higher than 3. I'm looking at the fight sheet that I had made over here. And that's just really not good enough. And it takes Brock actually a little bit of effort to get to a higher control because he has a -1 speed with a control penalty. So he normally only rolls a D4, which is not so good for combos. But with Fighting Spirit, he could raise it to a D6. So let's imagine that Brock has rolled a 6 for control. When you're putting a combo together, a combo can be composed of a number of moves up to your combo skill level. Brock's combo skill level at power level 1 is a 3, which means that he could string 3 moves together. However, each move in the combo has to have enough control equal to the control you've rolled. Let me explain. So if he wanted to begin with his Steel Barrage, a level 3 move, that would use 3 of the 6 control he has available. He could then use the rest of the control to either do other special moves, if he had enough control available, or just basic moves, to start the combo with a special move and then throw additional basic punches and kicks. That's the most common use of a combo. So in this case, let's assume he has a 6 control. He's going to begin with his Steel Barrage from this range, and then after the Steel Barrage, he's going to add 2 more basic attacks. Steel Barrage to basic to basic. That's 3 level 3 move plus 1 control for the basic plus 1 control for the basic is a total of 5. 5 control for that combo. Now remember the rules, because he has rolled a 6 control, he has more than he needs, which means he gets a +1 to hit. You might also remember from the first video that Steel Barrage normally has a +1 accuracy to hit. So now he's getting a +2 to hit already. But there is a catch. The longer the combo, the more of an accuracy penalty it has, because a combo is an all or nothing attack. You're either going to hit with all of the attacks in the combo or you're going to hit with none of them. So for each full 3 moves in a combo, you have a -1 accuracy. So Brock has a +1 because he has extra control. He has a +1 because his move is increased accuracy, but he has a -1 because his move is 3 as a combo with 3 moves in it. A total of a +1 accuracy. We're going to say Draco has no fighting spirit right now, so he only has his evasion of 3 to work with. And look at that, Brock rolls a 5, so that combo is going to hit. What happens in the case of a combo? Well, even though 3 attacks hit, it is resolved with a single damage roll and a single knockback. So Draco would not be knocked back 3 ranges for getting hit with a 3-hit combo. The damage for a combo is equal to the special move that you started with, in this case a base D10 reduced to a D8 because Draco has stamina 1. And then in the case of basics that you add on, it's just +1 damage for each basic. So his normal D10 reduced to a D8 because of Draco's stamina, plus a flat 2 for the other 2 basic hits. 5 plus 2, 7. That's a lot of damage in a single attack. In fact, that would generally stun Draco if he got hit by that. So you can see how working out combos is a way to get higher damage totals, because a lot of these moves are just a lot of basic moves are just going to add a flat +1 to the damage, which can really create a much higher damage total. Now, a couple of other modifiers to this. First of all, he had rolled a 6 for his control. Could he instead have done 2 special moves together? Could he have done a combo of Steel Barrage to Metal Machine, which is a level 3 move and a level 3 move? Yes, he could. Furthermore, because that is only 2 moves in this combo, it doesn't have an an accuracy penalty, because it only has 2 moves, and it's every 3 full moves that gives you an accuracy penalty. However, because doing combos of only special moves is more difficult, you always have a -1 accuracy if the only thing you were doing is special moves. So he would have a -1 accuracy because he was doing a combo with only special moves. He would not have his +1 because he used all 6 control for this combo. But he would still get the +1 for Steel Barrage that he started the combo with, a total of a flat 0. So how do you calculate damage in the case of a combo made of 2 special moves? The first special move, in this case Steel Barrage, a base D10 damage, does full damage, D10, or against Draco, a D8. The second special move does its normal damage, also a D10, reduced to D8, but you half the effect. So he would roll a D8 for his Steel Barrage, and then a D8 halved for his Metal Machine move. So in this case, 8 plus 5, and you round up. So 11 points of damage for that combo. That is a massive amount of damage done in a single combo. Combos also earn you extra glory. In addition to any of the glory you earn for the moves in the combo, you also get additional glory equal to half of the moves in the combo rounded up. So if you did a 3-hit combo, that's an extra 3 divided by 2 rounded up, extra 2 points of glory for doing a 3-hit combo. Now, at first level, power level 1, a character can only have a combo skill up to 3. But as you go on, combo can go much, much higher. And it is not uncommon for characters in the upper power levels to have combo skills of 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 even. That they can string long strings of attacks together and then use Fighting Spirit to help compensate for the high accuracy penalties of doing, say, a 12-hit combo. So you can certainly extend these combos out much further. One last thing on combos. The Metal Machine move has the element easy to combo. What that means is when you're calculating how long the combo can be, Metal Machine doesn't count. So if Brock was capable of generating, let's say, a control of 8, he could do Steel Barrage for 3, then he could do 2 basic moves, that brings the control total up to 5, and then put Metal Machine on the end, bringing up to an 8 control. Now that's 4 moves total, and he only has a he only has a combo skill of 3. But because Metal Machine has the easy to combo element, he's able to not count that against his limit of 3. All right, so those are the other elements that are common in fighting in most battles that I hadn't covered in the first video. So we got a better explanation of range. We got to see how knockdown works, because that happens with some frequency. And we got to see how combos work, which are an important part of generating bigger hits. That, I think, covers us for the real basics of how fighting goes. As you might have read in today's update, I'm also going to be including additional videos on multiple combatants, on thug thrashing, and on dramatic combat. But for now, let's call this video here, and I'll see you guys next time.